northwesterly 4 or 5. Showers. Moderate or good. Malin Hebrides. West to northwest 4 or 5, locally 6. Rain, then showers. Moderate or poor, becoming good. Finisterre. Variable southerly and east at first, 3.
You never talk to me about anything. Anything real. Anything important. Your book. Newton.
What do you want to know about it?
I just want you to talk to me.
Newton was the greatest genius that science has produced. Before this unique phenomenon, the historian, like Freud, when he came to contemplate Leonardo, can only shake his head and retire with as much good grace as he can muster.
Is that what you're writing?
Jesus. Does that sound like the kind of sentimental tosh I'd write? Hmm? It's from Herr Popov here. Plunk.
Wasn't Newton the greatest genius that you said?
Oh, sure. Who would deny it? He was still in his 20s when he cracked the secret of the universe. He invented science, what we call science. Before him, it was all magic and sweaty dreams. He put mathematical rigor into it. But this kind of pop offering, it's just embalming. I met him once, Herr Popov. Awful little man in a greasy suit with ferret eyes. Reminded me of an embalmer, actually. Or an abortionist. My book was going to settle the hash of the academic Popovs. Celebration of action. The scientist is hero. Wishy-washy medievalism kicked out and the age of reason restored. In other words, what Popov couldn't manage in 1,000,000 years. But would you believe it? The whole thing makes me slightly sick.
But what?
I've given it up. I've abandoned. In such shabby times, why be poet at all? Hold it. A poet you have not read. Fuck it all.
I want to stay with you tonight.
What about?
Fuck it all.
I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know. I think it's getting in too deep.
it not deep already?
We have to keep a sense of balance. Freedom.
Oh, freedom.
Freedom is something not to be lightly surrendered. I'm thinking of you more than me. You mustn't... You mustn't try to give everything away too early. I'm not the only available male, you know.
You are. Down in this bog hole. Besides, I'm in love with you. I am.
You don't know what you're saying. You should be out in the world, living, learning things. You should go to university.
I don't want to be out in the world living and learning. I want to be here with you, loving, and I want to stay with you tonight.
I absolve you, my dear.
From what?
Sympathy. Pity, even. I tell you I've abandoned my books, so you...
Pity? Pity?
Sympathy, then. You are free. You silly girl. Don't you understand?
If this isn't love, Jesus. If this isn't love, what is? Puncture.
Edward is not well.
Well?
Well, you sad? What's that supposed to mean?
It means well.
They're gone to Dublin for the day.
Who?
Who do you think? Edward's seeing some new miracle doctor. And Mike is at his pal's house. Well,
Well, what?
you've never seen my room, have you?
That's true. I haven't. You're quite shameless, you know.
Oh, terrible I am.
I hate this place. What'd you see?
The lodge. You can keep an eye on me from here.
Yes, so I can. You've lost interest, really, haven't you?
Why'd you say that?
So you'll tell me it's not true?
It's not true.
Could I take that to mean that you love me?
All this love. I'm weary of it.
Or what love?
See that cloud? That's love. It comes along, drifts across the blue and
Goes. Well, will I tell you something?
what?
This is not my room.
Then whose? Jesus Christ!
You should see your face. You're all red.
You're mad!
Oh, what harm is it? They'll never know. I thought you might like to. Here, that's all.
You're mad.
No, I'm not. I know things. I could tell you things.
What things? What do you know?
Don't you scream at me, you! What things? What things? You'll have to find out for yourself, won't you? You don't know anything. You think you're so clever and you don't know a thing.
Don't be so childish.
At least I'm not a fucking phony like you.
Sorry.
By Christ, that was close. What a getting you a start, eh? Crashing through the roof in the middle of the night. 4 this morning I heard it go. Mighty crack. You must have heard.
You don't look well.
I'm not well. I planted that myself, Lottie and me, years ago. Look at it now. Huh? The way things live. Part of the background, and suddenly one of them falls like that. And gets noticed for a while. I wonder what they feel when they fall. Well, that's the summer gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hard man. What? Come up for tea this evening.
Bad old weather. Hear that?
Oh, come on, come on.
I forgot about you. I invited.
Mr. Masters, this is Mr. Prunty. Mr. Prunty is in the seed business.
Huh. And you? I'm in the history business.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, sit down, man. Have a cup of tea at least. Huh?
Yes, it's a fine house. Very fine. I had a little peep around upstairs. If you'll excuse me, Mrs. Elf. I can see it'll be hard to part with.
Well, no.
But here's what I was thinking. I have a place out the Long Mile Road. Oh, not as big as this, mind you, but a grand house on half an acre. I was keeping it for the daughter. Now, would you be interested if I threw that in for a consideration?
Look, Prunty. The thing is...
He's writing a book, you know, on Newton, the astronomer.
Is that right now?
Aren't you?
Well, I was. I seem to have given it up.
Oh? And what are you doing instead?
Well, as I was saying...
Giving it up?
Yes, like Newton. He gave up too.
Did he?
Not just the house. That's not the main thing.
Yes, his work, his astronomy, all that. He was 50. He went a little mad.
I didn't know that. Why was that?
But the thing is... Ferns is a family affair. There's a tradition here.
Because...
Stop that!
True enough. True enough. The Grangers have been in this house for a long time.
Because he had to have certain absolutes of space, time, motion. to found his theories on. But space, time, motion can only be relative, of course. There are no such absolutes. He knew that. Had to admit it, if only to himself. And when the absolutes went, everything else went with them. He said once that he was like a boy playing on the seashore, picking up a smoother pebble than ordinary, or prettier shell. While the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before him.
Like you.